edition of Time to Change Me in 10 Minutes. Today's world, not many people know about the world of the mind and know that their lives come from the heart. That is why when we have a dark heart, it affects us negatively and vice versa. So, as we live our life, there are so many thoughts that we receive in a day. Some of these thoughts come and some stay. Some stay for a long time and they are able to bear fruit, and we see that in our lives. It is said that a sea turtle, when it lays eggs, it lays about 100 or more eggs in the sand. And when the baby turtle hatches these eggs, not all the eggs are able to survive. As they break and they move towards the sea in unison, some get eaten by predators like crabs, seagulls, and some, in the sea, they get eaten by other bigger fish. And in the end, it is said that only one is able to survive to become a mother turtle and is able to continue the generation of turtles. Let's think about it. If all the turtle eggs were to hatch and survive inside the sea, then where would be space for other fishes to also grow? Then the sea would be filled with what? Turtles. But among those turtle eggs and baby turtles, as they are hatched, some die, some are able to survive, and at the end, only one is able to survive to continue. It is the same with our life as well. As we live our daily life, there are over numerous thousands of thoughts. In a day, it is said that 50,000 thoughts come inside of our hearts. And among these thoughts, not all survive, but there are some that stays. And then, as we continue to think about it, it grows and matures and it becomes, fruitful, and it bears fruit, and it is evident in our life. Let me tell you a story about how thoughts are able to survive and thoughts are able to disappear. I'm the last born of 5 children in my family. And when I was young, around the age of 9, I used to be very sick. And at the time, my mom and my dad had separated. And I lived with my mother. Then whilst I lived with my mother, life was a bit difficult. And at the time, I had an unusual health condition. Every month I had to be hospitalized in the hospital, and I will recover before I am brought to the house. And after my recovery, it will be my mother's turn to also fall ill. She also had a strange heart disease which doctors could not diagnose of. Then, as months and years passed and we lived in this condition, the tunnel of despair became so long, so big. And as mom spent a lot of money on hospital bills and our living fare and so many things, there was no way out. Life became so difficult. And as she could not bear the surging cost of bills here and there were so many thoughts that came into her mind. Then how can I continue to live like this? Until when would my life be so difficult? Many thoughts every day came into her mind. And among those thoughts, there was one particular thought that stayed and started to grow in her mind. Wouldn't it be better if I end it all? Wouldn't it be better if I end my life? I think if I commit suicide, then I wouldn't have to suffer from all the situation. Those were the thoughts that was growing in the mind of my mother. And as this thought continued to grow in her mind, it progressed. And then she went to the market and bought a rope, a very big and long rope, came to hide it in the bags in the room. And in the night, she would wake up and survey the compound. Which tree should I use to, commit suicide? Then, as this thought progressed, one day, another idea came to her. Even I, being the mother of this child, suffering like this, I want to commit suicide and leave my daughter. Then, who is the one who will be able to take care of my loving daughter if I die? If I'm so much difficult taking care, handling her, life is so difficult, who can be able to take care of her better than me? Then as this idea came to her, she realized, no, if I die and I leave my daughter, her life will become so miserable, too pitiful. Then, as this thought also entered into her, and she thought deeply about it, she realized, it wouldn't be good for me to commit suicide. Rather, let me go through the difficulty. Let me go through the problem, the hardship. Then, let me overcome it and see, together with my daughter, and see how life, will come out for us. Then, as she received this thought was able to kill the mind of she wanting to commit suicide. And, because of this idea, this thought that came to her, as she thought deeply about this, today I'm able to live. And today I'm here sharing this story with you. So people, if we know exactly about how thoughts come onto us and how when this thought survive, it's able to change our life either positively or negatively, then we'll be able to think deeply before we make a decision about the thoughts that we accept and also the thoughts that we are able to let go. Then we can be able to live a bright and a happy life. So in my next edition, I will continue with my story. Watch out for the next video.